Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Which of these 0-3 teams will visit the win column for the first time? We'll see. We're underway here in week 4. Cannon now elects to bring this out. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. Now he's free to midfield. How about this? He's to the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Cannon now elects to bring this out. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Again, Elvin partner, I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games at a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and a couple. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Jackson on 1st down. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Dobbins fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Dobbins once more.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Gets past one man.
And they're able to return this all the way up to the 45.
So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10.
Here's Mayfield.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins
with career touchdown number 75. And the Ravens have broken the tie. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. Mayfield looks to throw.
Looking Austin Eckler's way again. From the 43, here's a 2nd and 7.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He finds his man, complete. That's Davidson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 yards there for number 15.
Waddle, the motion man right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. The Buccaneers had 0-3 here to begin the campaign. And you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
2nd and 9. Mayfield. That's completed right side to Palmer.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 15.
Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Julian Blackmon.
And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled. They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight, planted their feet, and forced the incompletion on first down.
To throw, Mayfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
Here's 2nd and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
110 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Another run here with Dobbins. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Jackson now.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Past the 20. Fop. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Cannon now elects to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. First down, Mayfield.
That's caught, and it's Eckler again.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
And again, it's Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the Ravens are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Forced out to his left. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now Jackson on second down. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by David Ojabo. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Following the interception, Mayfield. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Touchdown! Trey Palmer, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers have got it back to within a score. On this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, you know, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
A give, Dobbins trying the right side. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 187 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Play action. It's Jackson. He finds his man complete. That's Webster. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. Jackson will throw again. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll run with Dobbins, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Now it's Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Terry McLaurin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens would extend their lead here just before halftime. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Cannon now elects to bring this out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Final play of the half, Mayfield. That's taken in by Palmer.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 199 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Right back to Dobbins on first.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Carlton Davis picks it.
And the Bucs are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
He finds his man complete. That's Davidson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Mayfield on 1st down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
On second down, Eckler. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Here's Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Elijah Moore from 6 yards away. And the Bucs have cut it back within a score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 215 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Only a yard in the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Jackson.
A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Now Jackson, eluding the pressure right. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Dobbins running out of the gun. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now a 2nd and 2. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. He's been pretty good with his legs in this game. A really nice gain there. Defensively, they've been okay covering downfield, but you got to account for the quarterback, right?
Yeah, and that's the hardest part because normally when you play 11 on 11, it's truly not 11 on 11. Defensively, you don't account for the quarterback in the run game. You account for everyone else and hope that you can catch him before he gets to the first down marker. But as you notice, he's been doing it a little bit. This time he saved his best for this run.
Saving one of his best for the 4th quarter. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And they'll run again. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Ravens might be headed to the win column for the first time this season as they add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Cannon now elects to bring this out. And he returns this to the 22. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Now a 2nd and 10.
Mayfield looks to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 28. A gain there of 21 yards. Going to the air again with Mayfield.
Looking Austin Eckler's way again.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Mayfield now on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And this is complete to Moore on the comebacker. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Palmer going in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Trey Palmer
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bucs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
McLaughlin for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
I know you're looking at the scoreboard clock. We're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, meaning taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
An important one here, no doubt. 3rd and 4. Mayfield going to switch things up here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now Mayfield. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And he has the Ravens first down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Jackson to throw. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for Baltimore, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they'll sink now to 0.